All right, here we go. We got the next installment of 3. I do it in 3s just for the Masons. They should feel privileged. Anyway, you know how the Masons say they're not a religious organization or institute or fraternity, but they actually are. Because why would you take the Bible and then add your stuff to it? This was given to my grandfather. He never opened it. It was in a big, huge, well, not huge, it was the size of the book, but it was in a nice, thick cardboard box that it was mailed to him. You can see this thing has never even been, he never cracked it open. It was cracked open when I cracked it open. But for those who do not realize and has not looked at the playlist, my grandfather was an uppity-up
33rd degree Mason.
Scottish Rite, York, got all the documents and everything. And so this is what my grandfather had. He never looked at one of the documents. He was an atheist and he was in for it for free stuff. He loved free stuff. So here it is, the Holy Bible with a picture of, I guess that's supposed to be Jesus when he was younger. And they put their marking on here. Now before the Bible, now I have not read the Bible portion of this to see if they added or taken away from the actual Bible, the verses of the Bible. But to me, when you're adding a whole bunch of stuff in a book before the Bible, to me, that's adding and taking away. That's just to me. So we're going to go through this and to show you that this is what they put out. Yeah, I might have to have you hold that. Yeah, thank you. You can see my grandfather never pulled it out of the box, never wrote anything in it. It's got a picture of Jesus knocking on the door. It says the Holy Bible. And see, it says the building of Solomon's temple. They are very big on Solomon and Hiram. And here's a picture of supposedly Solomon's temple being built. And I think Solomon, one's supposed to be Solomon, one's supposed to be Hiram. So going through here, see it says building of Solomon's temple. So you know, here's the Freemason. You're supposed to put your relationship, your lodge number and all that. And here's the Eastern Star portion of it. You know, because you're supposed to have your wife in it. She's supposed to be in the Eastern Star. So here is some of the documents. Ancient, Septic Scottish Rite. You're supposed to put like your brother, your information, Masonic record, and so forth. So now let's get to the juicy part. Now this first video, most people know that the Founding Fathers were Freemasons. But this actually tells you the name of the lodge and the lodge number and where the lodge was. Or I should say what. No, that tells the date of their state of their birth. Anyway.
It tells where the lodge is.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Fredericksburg, Virginia.
And it tells their presidential term and when they were born and when they died. So this is what is the Masonic Presidents. You got George Washington. Sorry, there's a shadow, but this book is so heavy you can't exactly hold it too well. And you go across. You see life, state of birth. Then you go down. You see Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, Jackson, Polk, Buchanan, If you notice, I'm going down, you can see the name of the lodge and the lodge number. Like I said, I'm sorry, there's a shadow, but this is about the best we could do. This is a very thick and heavy book, but I'm going through so you can see the lodge name and the number and where the lodge was. I don't think anybody out there has something like this. I think a lot of people know that these presidents were Freemasons, but you notice they got Gerald Ford on there. Roosevelt, it should have Teddy on there too, but it doesn't.
It's right here, Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay, Teddy. You get both Roosevelts, Freemasons.
And it stops at Ford because he was president when the book was made.
Yeah. So, and you can see where it has presidential term for Ford. It says 74 dash. So this was made around when Ford was in office. It says lifespan. You know, it just shows his date of birth. But, so you know, here's all the presidential, it's hard to get it all in there. Because see, if you go too far away, you can't really read it that great. But, if you come down, you can see all the presidents up to Ford. Their lodge number, the name of the lodge, where the lodge was located. So, I thought this would be good for anybody that likes to show that the presidents are Freemasons. I did a video showing where the governor of Alabama was a Freemason. He was on one of their inner papers that they put out, and he's holding his due card, showing his membership card. So anyway, so I thought maybe you guys might be interested in that. But stay tuned, because the next two ones are really, woo, y'all are going to be like turning cartwheels. They're going to be really good. Anyway.